السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Here in front of us, we have the fatha cards. Here we have the fatha and the kasra cards, and here we have the mixed. It's all three together. Here it's just a practice of the damma and the fatha. But as along the whole exercise of these, you have here you see you have the damma, and then you have the kasra, and you have the fatha. So you have all of them in here, and here it's just the stress on the fatha. This is easy because, again, like we've done the phonetic way of reading, the children find this relatively easy to do. So this is the first one that we teach the children, and alhamdulillah they do this pretty quickly. Walada, hasada, kharaja. I'm going to have the children say these inshallah for you so you can get an idea of what they should sound like. And here we have the wida, miza, jila, and then we go on to a little bit more difficult ones after the two, maliki, and then we also have a few of the pink ones that the children enjoy doing as well because they have 4 letters in them, fashariba, and here you have the nuha, and then we have here you see the yahabu, see like that. But once we get from here to here, what I do is I start playing a game in the middle. What I do is I take my board, this board, and what I do is I write out a line. I say, okay, you can choose a letter. So the child is allowed to choose a letter. For instance, he decides on a the. So we have a the here, and then I say, okay, now what I do is I make some lines across the board, and then what I do is I place some of the signs on this. So for instance, if he's just learned the fatha and the kasra at this stage, then I just make these lines above or below, just as I think would be interesting for the child to get his exercise from. And then I tell the child, okay, let's see what this sounds like. Now every time you see the sign go up, you have to say the sign going up. So the child will say da, di, da, di, da, di, di. And then usually he goes really slowly, da, di, da, di, da, di, di. And then it can also be done with a pesh. And here you can either add a pesh here, you can add a damma in some of the places. And this exercise you can do a number of times with different letters. So for instance, it can be with ba, okay, you can do with the ba, and the child goes ba. Sorry, this sign won't come down, it will be coming up. This sign can remain with a zair. Okay, now let's see. Ba, boo, ba, bi, boo, ba, boo. Sorry, bi. Let's say that again. Ba, boo, ba, bi, boo, ba, boo, bi. So he gets practice like that, and you can do this any amount of times, and the children love it. They choose the color of the markers. You can have a whole box full of colors. You can tell them to choose the letters. You can tell them to to do it with you can tell them to choose the fatha, damma, kasra signs, and then you can say it with them. And the ones that you need to practice most, of course, these ones are the most difficult if you have them say it with them, especially with the li sound. So you have. Let's try it. Do, di, da, do, di, da, di. Let's try that, okay? You say do, di,